Alright boys, welcome to Trade Recap. My setup got fucked, okay? My Wi-Fi cooked, my microphone cooked, and I'm about to lose my fucking sanity, okay? So that is why we're out here, smoking Nanjing's finest dart, okay? Doing a little bit of a trade recap, going over the trades on the day. Remember, this is my setups only. We're not going over your bullshit fucking support resistance, fucking supply demand, TJR bullshit, ICT bullshit. The Macre method, bitches. So that being said, on the day we opened up in an ongoing implied move, and then we had 10 a.m. news. We had pending home sales at 10 a.m. So obviously, I'm getting in the habit of just not even wanting to fucking trade 10 a.m.s at all, because every time it just seems like all of September it's been 10 a.m. fucking 9:45 pointer delivery. I'm not trading that shit. I just don't want to fucking do it. It's just not worth it to me. Okay. I feel like bringing this up too. I had 3 women approach me in the elevator today. They called me white chocolate. And you know what? That raised my ego so much. And they said I looked like a finance bro. And that would be accurate. So you know what? I gained 3 loyal followers today. And I'm proud of that shit, okay? That being said, if you're the motherfucker that lives in that building that took a picture of me today smoking another Nanjing, I have it out for you, my boy. Better run out of this bitch. Anyways, so on the day, we open up with a London implied move. SMT at the high, London implied move. We take out the high on NQ, react to the FFEG set. NQ was our leading equity. Let me just finish this bitch off real quick. I know it's not professional, but I don't give a fuck. When have I ever been professional? Come on now. You're here to learn. You're not here to fucking... What are you talking about? Shut up, bitch. Alright. Back to business. Bitch. So, London implied move, we took out the high on NQ. Yes, we reacted to the FFPG, respecting the bearish leg. We created multiple bullish pointers. The one I wanted to enter on happened before news, so there was no fucking chance of planet Earth I could have entered on that shit. Pending home sales was bullish. Okay, there was another additional pointer here at 10:35. We had a 5-minute pointer right here. Okay, now let me ask you guys a quick question. Why did we not enter on this pointer? Well, first of all, we're trading in an accumulation, right? So typically when you're trading in an accumulation, I don't like to trade using the most local draws back to the accumulation. I want to take a continuation model as a breakout on the accumulation. So this 5-minute pointer to the downside, you wouldn't want to enter on it because it has, if you check the 1 minute, we've already traded away from the draw on liquidity. This is our draw on liquidity. Okay, buy side sweep move lower, yes, but draw on liquidity, pointer swept, we move away from that, right? So you never want to enter on that. I refuse to enter on that. Second of all, we didn't get the continuation model until we broke through these lows. And you're probably like, well, wouldn't you want to take it? Like, surely there's a way to make money on this. No. If you're a fucking retard, sure. The thing is, I want safe plays. I want long plays that can print these crazy RR trades. And sometimes, like days like today, typically no news Monday, low news Monday, okay? I don't want to just, you're not going to be forcing shit. These trades can develop into 200-point moves. Sometimes they end up 60, 70 points. In this case, we have the continuation model on NQ. There is no SMT. We get the continuation through the low. I forget what pointer I entered on, so we're going to find out together. I completely fucking... I think it was a 6-minute, right? We'll identify it in a moment. There it is. 5-minute pointer to the downside. Here's your 5-minute pointer as a reaction to the FFEGs. A rejection through EQ range, meaning EQ range is inaccurate. If you get PO3 in EQ range, that means it's accurate. In this case, it's not. We get a fill of bullish volume imbalance, 5-minute pointer breakout structure, IFFEGs, FFEGs, pointers on both ends. Draw at the low. It's an SMT move. So what I like to do is I like to find the low associated with the high on the SMT. So if we look at the high that we've taken, way back there, I find the most local low that is unswept within that, which in this case would be New York AM low, London low, etc. And those would be our strong targets for this move. I did this on the stream. Obviously, your first schminks, I always add 2 extra contracts to any trade I take. That way I can build up that buffer on the day. And then I take my first 2 at the first FFPG, which we already had. Then I take my second at the draw on liquidity. So I believe that happened. There we go. First schminks at the FFPG and the draw on liquidity. In this case, we have to prove the accumulation, meaning EQ range could align itself with the highs. If we get a point and break to the upside, then that would be our way to get out of the trade. Still nothing really to do in there. Hitting another schmink in there. I believe we had, there it is. There's your 3-minute pointer. That was our full exit. Very, very short trade. Not a very long trade for me. Very, very short trade, okay? Literally caught, what was that? In this case, we caught, it was a small move, okay? I'll take 40 points any day, it's fine, okay? Took our 3-minute long entry on the 3-minute pointer. It's perfectly fine. Obviously, we had Trump at, what was it, fucking basically 3, okay? And then we immediately were met with consolidation. So we were just inversing our buys, taking little hits in between here. So I took like a break even, and then like a $40 win, and then like a $50 loss. Like very small, minute details. We called the PO3. Where was that bitch? I believe we called the PO3 right here. Where's the next candle? Yes, right here. Here's where I call PO3. So I was done trading until we get a draw on liquidity. So what I do is I mark out my high of my local high and my local low. I set alerts at those. And then what I do is I go to the high and I go to the low and I set the alerts at those as well. If we get a draw on liquidity there, I'll take the continuation through the high or the low. If we manipulate off the lows, then I can take that back inwards again. We didn't do any of the such. So there was nothing to do. Still more manipulation models even after the draw. Nothing for me to take. We waited for that news to come. Not news, but we had the speech come up in here. Okay. Trump and fucking BB Netanyahu. I need another fucking cigarette, bro. I'm fiending. Hold on. I thought I brought multiple out here. I usually don't go anywhere without at least 12. Fuck, bro. There's not a chance I left them inside, really? Fuck. No way. I'm not going to finish this video. I'm going to have to pause the video. Oh, there they are. We're good to go. Let me just light this bitch real quick. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Alright. You guys don't pay me. You don't fucking pay me. I do this shit for fun. I do this shit because I want you guys to succeed. And don't make fun of this either. I don't have a fucking traditional lighter. I don't hear it. So, that being said, right? We were not going to be trading during the fucking news. Of course not, right? We don't know what he's going to say. Classic Trump, right? Always fucking late. Always fucking late. This motherfucker showed up at 3 o'clock, basically. This shit was peeled for, what, 1:15? He showed up 2:45 with BB Netanyahu, bro, and said nothing but bullshit. Fucking bullshit, man. There was nothing. So, we basically watched him just tittle around, and there were probably implied moves in there, bro. There were definitely implied moves in there. This is when they stopped talking about important shit, and they just kept going, right? They just kept fucking talking about just nothing, bro. Peace deals, hostages. They didn't sign shit. They didn't answer questions. By the time we got out, it was fucking 3, I think. And there was a pointer to the downside. Deliver to the FPGs, inverse your bias again. It's one of those days where it's like you have a no news, we have a news Monday, but it's just like basically no news. So right around here, I just called the day because it was just like the 5-minute pointer you entered on. If you look at the lower time frame, we traded away from that sweep. So it was like, all right, well, I'm not taking that shit either. Well, fuck, you know. So listen, boys, you gotta understand, right? I don't believe in the whole no trade day, whatever the fuck bullshit your mentor talks about. But I will say this, okay? I am of the opinion that you should preserve your capital when given the opportunity to. Today's just one of those days, man. You have a whole week. You cannot be forcing trades. Like, literally look at this price action. The majority of this move happened pre-news, right? We were potentially a pre-news entry. There was no way to get in on. The implied move stemmed from that original entry, right? That original 5-minute. The news came in, didn't hold to the upside. If it created a pointer, swoop-de-fucking-do. But if news is incredibly bullish, right, you would have been fucked. That's why we don't hold through that. Even though it might have printed, there's going to be plenty of opportunities in which there is no news, and you can take this, and then you can hold it down because there was no pointer to the upside, right? That's perfectly fine. In fact, a lot of you guys don't even know how to do that. A lot of you guys aren't comfortable doing that. You're not even comfortable letting the fucking shit get an inefficient break on it. You're just not, okay? You need to, because that's the only way you're going to get fucking good at this shit. Oh, but Andrew, I don't, it's scary when it goes against me and I'm in loss. Andrew, I'm a drawdown, what do I do? Listen, bro. When you're 15, when you're racked the fuck up and you're 15 beers deep and you're with fine shit, you're going to just walk away. When you're in heavy drawdown, 15 beers deep, fucking racked out of your mind. You're going to make shit happen, okay? Hold these fucking trades down. Let that bitch breathe. So, you could have held this down if you wanted to. There might have been another trade in here. We traded against a draw on that original one. You really want to wait till you have the continuation on the accumulation, whether it's the high or the low, or the manipulation off of an external. What the fuck you mean activate windows? My bad. I'm on a Mac. Motherfucker said activate windows. I'm about to lose my shit. It's one of those days, boys. You know what I'm saying? We just show up all day, you just get fucking shit on. I really needed this cigarette, man. I really recommend picking them up. So that way, anyways, okay, in this case, the continuation model on the accumulation, the time we could find an entry was fucking cooked anyway, so there's nothing you could have done in there, alright? There's nothing you could have fucking done. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't give a fuck. There's better days. Anyways, 40 fucking points, whatever the fuck. Okay, because we trimmed it the first FFG and whatever. I took home like $600 in this shit. It was nothing across 3 accounts. $700 across 3 accounts. So $2,100, whatever the fuck. But there's always going to be better days. You guys got to get comfortable preserving your capital and knowing how to walk, right? Actually knowing the rules, knowing that when you PO3, you don't want to take the continuations, the manipulations back into PO3. We trade market state shifts. We don't trade pointers. We trade market state shifts using pointers and FFEGs. So obviously, if you're gonna fucking take the pointer, it's got to be changing market states, like we did up here from a retracement down to an accumulation. And that's what we did. When we had signs of PO3, we were out of the shorts, right? I would have been fine taking the continuation through the lows. It's fine. I don't give a fuck about that. It's perfectly fine. But didn't happen. Didn't fucking happen. And then BB fucking Netanyahu and his fucking crew talking about Hamas, the Holocaust, Israel, the Holocaust. Bro, you know what? Anyways, boys, I'm gonna get out of here before I fucking snap. There's your fucking trade recap. Andrew, where's the trade? There's your trade recap. That's what you get. You want a trade recap? I just told you. There you go. 40 points. Woo! 40 points! I'm rich! Fuck you. I'm gonna see you guys in the stream tomorrow.